There is a joke that says our entire universe and existence was a group project done by alien children that they got a B+ on. But we don't really care about that saying right now. Us humans are always wondering, why do aliens never visit us? And why can't we find them? Is it possible that we are alone? Or is it possible we are the very first intelligent civilization? 4 scientists from Fairfax University of Virginia named Robin Hansen, Daniel Martin, Calvin MacArthur, and Jonathan Paulson say that humans compared to the age of the universe are extremely young. Most physicists and scientists believe the chances of finding alien in the universe is very high, but it gets complicated when you ask the intelligence of these aliens. Is it really that hard for a creature to be that intelligent to notice where it is in the universe? In the year 1980, a writer by the name of Brian Carter said that single-cell organisms could be found everywhere in the universe, just like Earth billions of years ago, where you could only find single-cell organisms. But if you want to take these single-cell organisms, make it more complicated, and turn them into complicated creatures like humans, that's when the steps gets really difficult, and it's hard to imagine it could take place everywhere. Brian Carter continues and says if you want to take a single-cell organism and turn it into intelligence, it has to pass 6 different stages for it to be possible. The first stage is for the single-cell organism to be born. Second stage is when the bacteria are born. The next stage is eukaryote, when the cells get more complex. The fourth stage is the creation of sex. The fifth stage is metazoan, and it basically means this creature can experience changes. And in the last stage, we have intelligence. Brian Carter says if there are aliens, you could separate them into 2 different sections. Loud aliens or quiet aliens. If us humans want to find creatures all over the universe, we're gonna find the loud aliens first, because they're more discoverable. And just like their name, the quiet aliens are more quiet and they're harder to find. Brian Carter continues and says, even finding the loud aliens is gonna be hard for us, because if you want to find an alien that's at our level or higher, it's gonna be extremely hard. The 6 stages that we just explained to you guys cannot be passed very easily. Other scientists next to Brian Carter says there are plenty of intelligent aliens. They evolved way faster than us humans, and they could probably have more than 50% of the universe in their hands. This is in a way where us humans have not even reached the next planet, let alone the solar system. But let's get back to the 4 scientists at Fairfax University. Those 4 say if you compare the single-cell organisms that lived on Earth compared to the age of the universe, you'll see that life on Earth happened very early in the stage of the universe, and we could say we are one of the first intelligent beings. They continue and say we might be one of the first intelligent beings in this universe. If you've seen our video about the different scales of civilizations and the Kardashev scale, you know this scale, and you know that Earth has not reached the Type 1 civilization yet. A Type 1 civilization has access to 100% of the energy its planet can get. Right now we are about 75% of the way through, and experts believe we need 200 more years to reach the actual Type 1. Scientists believe when we reach Type 1 civilization, we basically have the entire planet in our hands. We could even control earthquakes, volcanoes, edit the weather. The way scientists say it, we need 200 more years to reach this. The best part is, even asteroids can't even impact the Earth anymore. Experts say that humans basically finished Type 1 civilization because we've been on this path for millions of years and we only have 200 years left. When we reach the Type 1 civilization, the speed it takes from Type 1 to Type 2 is going to be much faster. If you pay attention around the world, the speed of advancing speeds up day by day. And now you could say next year it's gonna be totally different in the tech department. But you couldn't say this 100 years ago. A lot of scientists believe that we passed the hard part. It took us millions of years for us to get here. And they say the speed will be so fast that the Type 1 to Type 2 stage is gonna take thousands of years rather than millions. You have to know that in the Kardashev scale, when you reach the Type 2 civilization, it means you can control 100% of the energy in the solar system. But when you reach Type 3, that's when our brains start to hurt. We could explain it, but we are not sure how this will work. When we say we don't know, I mean the scientists say they don't know. Type 2 to Type 3 means instead of controlling the energy in the solar system, you could control the entire galaxy you're in. Our galaxy is a medium-sized galaxy. In a medium-sized galaxy, there's more than 100 billion stars. And in a Type 3 civilization, you have the energy of all these stars combined. As you know, from the day we were a single-cell organism, billions of years has passed. So we can say life on Earth compared to the age of the universe, it's extremely old. And that means the chances of another creature being more advanced than us is pretty low right now. If there is a creature in this universe and it wants to reach Type 3, it's probably going to be us because we're in the front of the line. Since they're so behind, that's why we can't see them yet. So if they want to reach our level right now, we will be past Type 3 civilization. And that's when we'll go visit them. In the Kardashev scale, there is another type of civilization. And if you count it like that, we will reach that first as well, when you can control the entire universe. It might not make sense right now, or our brain might start smoking, but the same way that a single cell turned into an intelligent being like us, we could reach the Type 4 civilization as well.
I've been giving you the worst.